or Lizator, but probably Nizal, because we're live. Nizal, we are back. And we're testing out a new schedule. We do this often, so we test out schedules and we try them for a couple months and then we change them again. But we are splitting up 205 Live and NXT. I think we're probably going to be doing 205 Live on Wednesdays, and then obviously we're doing TNAs on Thursday still, and then probably do NXT on Friday. See if that schedule works out for us. It probably won't. It probably won't. But since I already host the Six Pack and the NXT, I'm gonna let DJ take the 205 Live. So it's evened out. So it's evened out. So So yeah, we even out. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I do. And I'm appreciative. I would tell you that right now. I'm appreciative I get another show. I was like, I do hope I get that 502 Evil. I hope I get that show. I do. That was the one show. Of all the shows I was looking forward to, the 502 Evil was the one that I was really looking forward to. I'll be honest with you.
Is it because it's evil or because it's 502?
It's because it's 502 and Evil at the same time and stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
telling you, like that's what it gets you. But I was curious, where was Jack Gallagher this week? I feel like he's been like very heavily used recently, but like it was like we did not see him on the show. I don't know if you felt like it was weird to not see him on the show.
He's been heavily used, but like not pushed.
Yeah, like I feel like he's been heavily used, but not in the storyline, so it's been kind of weird.
He's like been jobbed like every week, and then when we don't see him, it's like, but you could at least job him. Like,
what a job match at though. but yeah, I was definitely excited for 205 Live. I liked the video package to start the show. I definitely thought it was a good video package as far as summing up everything. I somewhat skipped it because I was running on like not as much time, so I was trying to skip ahead in some stuff because I knew Casey. We like, oh, it's 10 class, 11 o'clock, man. We gotta start the video, man. So and that's literally how Casey sounds to me. So every time I do a Casey impression, it's pretty much spot on. I feel like, but I mean, I think it's like half Casey, half Boomhauer. I think, I think that's what it is.
Man, we gotta do the reverse, man. 11 o'clock, man. You don't, man.
But yeah, definitely a good video package though. I think it summed up everything. I guess I'm gonna give like an overall thoughts of the show real quick while we're on this video package. I feel like it feels like there's a lot of storylines going on, which is not a bad thing. I think finally we're at that point where there feels like there's like the storylines have picked back up again. I think there was one point where it felt like there was like one or two, and now it's like three or four. So it's nice to like I like that 205 Live has as it has like throughout its brief history. It feels like 205 Live is finally hitting its stride a little bit and having more than one storyline and giving that and the combination of Raw as well, giving the cruiserweights somewhat of a chance to have something outside of the title. But I do think at least one or two of these storylines needs to be promoted outside of Raw and 205 Live, as far as like they need to be on a pay-per-view in some form or fashion. Because I feel like that's gonna eventually hurt the cruiserweights a little bit, because yes, we know Neville and Austin Aries are the best cruiserweights, and they're going for the title. Like, let's just say I don't watch 205 Live. Okay, they're going for the title, but what the rest of the division at? I think you still got to promote the other guys in some form or fashion. Now, not random 6-man matches. Stop it. But I mean, like, you got all these other good feuds that you could use and you could promote. So why not put an extra match on the pay-per-view? Even if they put it on the pre-show, I wouldn't be necessarily mad about it because at least it's somewhere around the pay-per-view. But any thoughts on the video package or the point I just made, or if you got any points on the cruiserweight division, I guess?
I mean, Yeah, I definitely liked it, and I like that they have multiple kind of storylines going on. I just feel like some of them don't make sense, or they've been pushed too quickly to where there wasn't like a natural build to make them make sense. And we have missed, I think, like 2 weeks of reviews, and I've been wanting to talk about the TJP turn. That's the one that like I like that they're turning him heel. I don't have a problem with that. It's just to me it didn't make sense. It was like, oh, so it's that easy to just get inside his head and turn him heel because it was
Yeah.
like,
Well, I think it plays off of that king, that like king, and that like I'm at the top of the division type thing a little bit, because like Neville being able to say, well, I got the title, I can give you a shot whenever I want to. If you join me, if you help me out, if you scratch my back, but I ain't never seen nobody physically scratch the backs and stuff like that. Anyway,
but like it made it feel like he was just dumb and that naive. Like I'm the only one who has respect for you, and like
yeah,
he's like, okay, I'm a heel now. Like
yeah. Like I do feel like there was no like build on it. It was just kind of like it. Like I think they first mentioned it on Raw, and then it happened on that same Raw.
yeah,
So like, and I definitely agree with that. But I think he's gonna turn out better as a heel, because I think my first point in my notes was the heels are running the cruiserweight division. Like they're pretty much ruling the cruiserweight division. Anything interesting is happening with the heels. It feels like. You got Brian Kendrick doing his thing with Tozawa. You got obviously Neville. And now with T.J. Perkins, being a heel, I feel like there's more intrigue on him because he's a heel. They need to have some sort of top baby face. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but right now I feel like there isn't one. Like even
by,
I mean,
by stop jobbing Jack, maybe that's
yeah, that could happen. But too, like I feel like the one of the biggest issues with the cruiserweight division is there's been like with the heels, it's always been a rise, but with the faces, like one person's the top guy for a little bit, the next person's the top guy for 3 seconds. It was T.J. Perkins, and then they gave up on that. Then they went to Rich Swann, then they gave up on that, and now obviously they're at Neville. But as far as like faces, there's been no one that's been like that's the guy. That like, and I get it. Like we want title changes, we want different champions and everything like that. But like when you have this top guy in Neville, I think it's hard for people to say, well, who's gonna beat him? Because even Austin Aries hasn't been necessarily built. I don't think. Like he just kind of came in from the doing the announcing, and now he's just in the title picture. I feel like that, like as far as from a wrestling and building standpoint, there's been no build. Do you have any thoughts on that before we actually jump into the show? I mean, I think these opinionated parts are always good to have because you can talk about the show all you want to, but there's no true opinion.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's just a WWE thing. I think WWE has always been terrible with either booking heels well or booking faces well. Like they either do one really good and then the other one they just completely ignore, or they just don't book anything. But yeah, I definitely want to see. I don't know who they would put in that spot because I feel like they have a bunch of faces, but none that they push, that they're really pushing. Like they have Mustafa Ali that it felt like they were going to start pushing. They have Jack, they had TJP until they turned him. They have Austin Aries. They have all these guys who could be, the big face, the main face of like, not face of the show, but like face, like good guy, that kind of face. It's just like they're like, you know what? No, let's push the heels and just do that. And you can't really do that. You have to find that balance. And I don't know if maybe it's just because 205 still is sort of in a way in its infancy, so they're still kind of trying to figure out what they really want to do with it. But they definitely do need to start pushing the faces.
Definitely agree. Let's jump into the first match we had on the show, which was Akira Tozawa versus Tony Nese. Definitely a match I was excited for. I love Akira Tozawa, and I think Tony Nese is one of those guys that, like, he's one of those heels, which I don't know if he's a heel anymore, but he's one of those heels. He's one of those heels that, like, has been like slightly pushed. Like he's one of those heels that has been pushed like a face. um, from our most recent point. Um, but I love this match though. I think the styles were definitely unique as far as the way they worked together, but I think they worked very well together. It felt like this Tozawa Kendrick feud has went on for like years, but not in a bad way. Like it felt like it's been going on for the longest time, but I think there's always a little bit of intrigue in it, which I've always liked. There's always something to keep you interested. Usually by Brian Kendrick, but more recently by Tozawa with the freaking ringing of the ring bell. That was pretty funny too last week. But I feel like this feud's been going on forever, but they haven't. There's been no like culmination to it. There's been no like big match for them, and I feel like that's one they could put on a pay per view. They could put on Payback. Like, I mean, you don't have to put it on Mania per se, but like, you got all these other pay per views you can put these extra cruiserweight matches in, especially these Raw exclusive pay per views. That'd be a great place to put, Akira Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick. People know Brian Kendrick, and it'll give people a chance to really figure out who Akira Tozawa is. And along with the way this feud has been built, it would work very well. But I don't know if they really feel like like they're really gonna do it. But I like the knee by Akira Tozawa. That was nice. The little running, it's like bicycle knee or something. It was weird, but I liked it. I was a fan. Tozawa ends up winning the match, basically because of Kendrick's distraction kind of cost Tony Nese the match. And after the match, basically Tony Nese turns on Brian Kendrick, maybe turning face. It looks like, I'm not too sure. But I like Tozawa. This is your next lesson. Eyes in the back of your head. I thought that was hilarious. I definitely like that, but I think it kind of makes you wonder. So were they working together the whole time, or was he just kind of on the fly saying stuff like that? So it was definitely interesting. And I kind of want to see what they're going to do with Tony Nese from here, because Tony Nese could be the top face, but they have, like we said, they have to push him in a consistent manner. They can't just push him for 3 weeks and then be like, nope. Or Jack Gallagher for like 1 week. That one time they pushed him for like 1 week for the title, and they were like, no. So, but Casey, you have any thoughts on Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa with Brian Kendrick sprinkled in a little bit?
Yeah, there was a little bit in there, sprinkle it, just sprinkle. Yeah, that's sprinkle.
The sprinkles,
The sprinkles. I definitely a pretty good match. I definitely like, Kendrick coming out and trying to distract Akira Tozawa, and it kind of backfiring on him. I like Akira kind of, turning Kendrick's lessons on him, kind of against him. It's definitely, it works out. I don't necessarily see Tony Nese turning face. I think they might just put him in the feud a little bit to kind of, because I don't think they really know what they're doing with Tony Nese, but they don't necessarily, so they're not going to really push him as a face or anything. I think they're just going to have him kind of, sort of, I guess, have Akira Tozawa use him as a weapon against Brian Kendrick. Because I don't know, I see Tony still more as a face. I don't know how they would really turn him, or as a heel. I don't really know how they would turn him face right now and make it like believable. Because I think he works better as a heel. I mean, he obviously, would depose that, like, other than speaking another language, that's how you become a heel. Like, look at my muscles and stuff. That's how I do it. That's how I do it.
All right. Next, we had Rhea Swann coming out to address Alicia Fox. And her man's got to come out there, because you can't be talking about the man's girl like that, and he ain't gonna defend her anta, man. So he came out there, and he took offense to everything. Talking about how he was embarrassed last week, which was pretty funny. Last week with the present that exploded in her face. That was pretty funny. But Alicia Fox comes out, kind of to interrupt both of them, I guess you could say, and says she's been using Noam Dar, which is unfortunate. I mean, he made her relevant, darn it. He made her relevant. She was the greatest thing in the 205 Live roster. She just was like, and just in case Sarah's watching, it was Alicia Fox. But I definitely like this segment with Alicia Fox kind of, I guess, turning on Noam Dar, even though he looked like a little boy when he left the ring. Like I don't know if it was like his facial expression or what it was, but he looked like a frail, like really upset little boy when he left. Like he just looked so sad. I was like, this man the greatest. I love this man. And then Alicia thought she was gonna get Rich Swann, but Swann was like, "Nah, you can't handle this." I wish he would have said that at least once. But basically, I guess they're building a friendship between Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander. Looks like. But that'll definitely be interesting. Speaking of like friendships and stuff like that, I feel like they should throw some of these cruiserweight um, these guys in the cruiserweight division in the tag team division as tag teams, because a lot of these guys don't have anything to do, and they would make interesting tag teams like Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander, or even Neville and T.J. Perkins. Obviously not with the title right now, but maybe eventually. Because they I feel like they've had a lot of like units. They had Drew Gulak and Tony Nese at one point. They've had a lot of units within the cruiserweight division, but they haven't done anything with them. They've just been kind of units for 3 seconds.
I mean, they could have TJP and Neville as a tag team, because multiple titles in WWE ever. Again.
Nah, you can't. Nah, you can't do that. Nah, you can't do that. But I definitely like this segment. Noam Dar was like a little boy. I was like, oh no, don't do that to my boy. Come on now. But it was just interesting because I think I'm wondering like what's gonna happen with this now. Rip Alicia for for real though. Like I'm gonna be sad not hearing that. Not hearing it. But also I did think it was funny. I was looking back at my notes, but I thought it was funny when Alicia Fox was like, "I hate it when you say Fox," and Noam Dar was over there like, "It's." Like he was out there sounding it out. I was like, "This man, the goat." Like he had me cracking up. But I just like this segment as far as just like a funny segment where you don't really know where it's gonna go. I think Alicia Fox has been trending since Noam Dar said it. But I wonder if they're gonna add Cedric Alexander back into this when he comes back from injury or whatever. But I'm just curious to see where this is gonna go. I guess no more Alicia Fox. I think she was under 205 Live. I think they did weigh her before she came in. She was under 205. So that's a good thing. But I don't know. I wonder what they're gonna have the women's cruiserweight division. It's coming. Hashtag Alicia Fox for champ, right? But Casey, thoughts on that? I think technically most of the women are cruiserweight technically.
Nia Jax. She
She might be. They probably ain't got to wait on that. Casey, thoughts on
Wikipedia? Wikipedia got to wait. I think it do. But it's definitely a funny segment. I was a little bit confused when Alicia came out and she was like, "No, babe," and then she like turned and I'm like, "Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, don't do this. No, not Noam. No." But they successfully made Noam Dar, who already looks like a little boy, look like even more of a little boy.
Like, didn't he shave like 2 weeks ago? And I was like, this man looks like.
Bro, no, don't do that. No. But it definitely was a funny segment. I like that Rich Swann kind of brought up Cedric Alexander, if nothing else to kind of keep him in our minds, so we don't just completely forget about him, kind of like somebody forgot who the knockout champion is. It's Roman, by the way, in case anybody didn't know.
When they don't show him with the title like that, it's sometimes you forget.
Who's the Continental champion?
I, I don't. That champion still exists. I thought after Miz lost it, I thought they were just gonna retire it.
But yeah, I like that they, kind of name dropped him, so you kind of, oh yeah. When he coming back though? When he coming back though? When it happened though? And then what I feared, it seems like we're getting Crazy Alicia back. they literally only know how to book her two ways, either with a boyfriend or crazy. They don't know how to book her any other way. Like I don't.
Right.
I don't.
Right. I do. So I'm not gonna announce Nia Jax's weight. I'm not. But tell me how Tamina weigh 172.
Nah.
That's what I said. Like, okay, Tamina weigh 172. It might not be one. It's 170 something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But look up Nia Jax. I'm just gonna. I mean, like I think they got something wrong. I would be honest. Somebody wrong. I don't know who it is. We're gonna continue with the show, and I'll let you give your reaction to that in a minute. We had Daivari versus Mustafa Ali. This was an interesting match. I definitely thought I'm waiting for your reaction at the same time as I'm trying to talk about the. I want to see the reaction though. I want to see the reaction to the.
I mean, maybe.
But how Tamina like Tamina ain't that much smaller though. Like in my opinion, I feel like she that much smaller.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't know.
But anyway, we had Daivari versus Mustafa Ali. Daivari apparently has a new gimmick that's not just, I'm like that's not just like pretty much like that's pretty much Daivari's gimmick. Dang on it, his brother's gimmick. I'm glad to change it though. I like.
What's his?
I can't do it no more. I can't. But I don't know. Like, I'm just glad Daivari's gimmick is just not like I'm Punjab and stuff. Yeah, that. I'm glad they changed it up a little bit. Made him like a pretty boy, rich boy, guy boy. Like I don't know what that is right now, but I like it. I mean, he might turn into Aaron. Like maybe it might happen. It looks like they're trying to go that way, but not that extreme. So maybe it can happen. But this is a good match. It was nice to see Daivari kind of adjusting to his new character a little bit. I think the most important part was when Drew Gulak came out with his freaking sign, no fly zone, and his freaking his air horn. I thought that was hilarious. I mean his megaphone. I thought that was hilarious. I like where they're going with this. I had a feeling this is where they were going to go with this, but I like how they're going with this. And I just want to see how it's going to build because I think he's going to become very interesting too. But then again, he's a heel. Wow, the heels got to be interesting. I don't understand. Like Daivari is a heel. He didn't got more interesting. And he didn't got more interesting. So, I mean, that was the man's music at one point. Not Daivari, but his brother. And I was like, I don't know what he's saying though. Help me out. I need to know.
What? Roughly translated, it's
Casey, thoughts on the offended people we offended?
I was a little bit confused with Daivari because I was like, so is he now like the Persian $1 Million Man? Like, what is this? I don't get it. I'm confused. Very impressive match though. I definitely liked it. I think these two, I felt like worked really well together. I love Drew Gulak coming out with the no.
So hold up though, they get Drew Gulak a new suit because this man looked like he was tailored. Like I couldn't see the pants though, but this man looked like the top. I was like, bro, this man got it tailored. It's fitted. Like I'm like, bro, they done did something to the suit right now. Like I was like, okay, Drew, I see you.
Yeah. So no, he come out with the no fly zone sign, and I was like, but why he's still both signed? That was originally both signed.
probably said Bo leave on the back.
But I definitely like it. Why he just going after Mustafa Ali? Other people be flying too.
That would be hilarious though. Like if that legitimately said Bo Leave on the back. Like I would laugh so hard. They should do that. Like, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Then have Bo come out trying to find his sign.
All right. We gonna move on to the main event. We had Austin Aries versus T.J. Perkins. I feel like the dab is gonna die because TJ turning heel and stuff, but he still do the dab. So I'm like, but like you gotta not do the dab no more. You gotta do something different. Like the dab is too popular. Well, it's not that popular anymore, but the dab is too popular. You know, for you to be doing. You know, like I feel like he's still doing the dab, but like I don't understand. But I definitely was excited for this match. I knew it was going to be good. It was already good on Raw. So I was kind of upset that they did this match again because
already good on Raw, so we did it again.
Yeah, like I hate when they do that though. I do hate when they do that. They're like, let's run this match on Raw. Let's run it again on 205 Live. Why? Stop it! Stop doing stuff like that. That frustrates me. I'm like, do something different. They could have did something with Neville and T.J. Perkins to kind of see, can they really work together? Do they really like each other as much as they say they like each other? You know how that means. And they sound just like that. But
for a second, I thought you were Michael Cole.
That's you, Tom Phillips. But I don't know. Like this was definitely a good match. I don't think it was as good as Raw, probably because I'd already seen it before. But it was definitely a good match. It was crisp. I can't finish the thing.
But was there any botching?
There was no botching. But I don't know. Like this is definitely an interesting match between the two. Austin Aries won, but I like how Perkins and Neville ganged up on him. I don't know about you, but I like how no one came to Austin Aries' aid. Like sometimes it makes sense, but other times I'm like, why is this random person coming to his aid? Like I get it, he got friends in the back, but I like that no one came to his aid this time. And I was like, okay.
The referee is dead.
True. But it makes more sense with Austin Aries because he just kind of joined the division, so hasn't had a lot of time to make a lot of friends. But I definitely a good match though. I definitely liked it. I just want to see what they're gonna do with Neville and Perkins together now. Like they're together, but I'm curious to see what they're actually gonna do as a unit. And I like how, and it does seem like Neville's kind of controlling him. Like Neville aggressively pulled him off, and TJ was like, "Yeah, stuff. I'm still mad. Take my tape off." Like he didn't react to it, which is kind of good.
He said those exact words too.
Yeah, take my tape off. Go kick him in the corner. Kick. Yeah, kick. Yeah, I mean I think they say everything like that. John Cena be like, attitude adjustment. He probably does though.
He does.
It sounds like those action figures where they made him talk. Attitude adjustment. Nobody really do that, but okay. Casey, thoughts on Cena does. Thoughts on Austin Aries. Austin Aries versus TJP. And TJP's heel stuff, I guess you could, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I like this match. It was crisp.
It
was stiff.
It was stiff. There won't no beast monster animal though. I ain't see him out there.
Yeah, yeah, I liked it. I just, again, I like that they're trying to turn TJP heel. Him and Neville teamed up. Those aren't the two that I would on paper be like, these two are gonna make a good team. It seems weird to me.
So Perkins need a beard. Is what you're saying? He need the beard to come in. Yeah.
He need a beard and he need to be jacked.
He need to be like the king of the cruiserweight.
But yeah, I definitely like it. I think I just kind of like you said. I wish it was a tag team match just to kind of see them work together, to see, kind of if they do get along, if it's, I mean, obviously, Neville using TJ. TJ, he using you. He using you. You too good for this. Remember when you was suicide and manic, and I want you to take the mask off, and then you did, and then you put it back on. We tight, man. I don't know where I'm going with that, but like
we go way back, man.
He took the mask off and then he put it back on, and I was like, bruh.
And then it was like he didn't take it off. It didn't happen.
They were like, you've never seen his face before. not one time. No.
It would be funny. They would have did like a big unmasking.
Next week, mask back on. What? But yeah, I like it. I go match. It was crisp. It was stiff, no botching.
All right, guys. That was your 205 live review. I'm glad to be your host once again, DJ Bill. Casey E on the other side. That's what you call yourself. Case in the E, or Cassie, or Chase. One of the three. Like, one of the three is you. But be sure to follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast. Yeah, leave me comments. Tell us how you feel about 205 and the live. All of it in one thing. Like, tell us how you feel, bro. Like, tell us either in the comments or on Twitter. I want to talk to you. I want to know that you're real and that you ain't no robot watching my video being like,
yeah,
I feel like, yeah, like that's how robots are. Don't do that.
Like that one time when I may have thought that Amy and Miley was fake because DJ had been saying that they'd be coming on the show, and then they'd be coming on the show, and I'm like, it ain't fake. And
you also thought Sharia was fake. Like you, I think you thought like everybody, like you thought Ain't No Shade was fake at one point. Like we gonna get like fake Ain't No Shade.
But we ain't do no video with Sharia, did we? So she might.
I did.
She might still be fake though.
Didn't we? We did a TA review with her. Yeah, we did the group review on her channel. I think we did another one on our channel. I know I've done at least one with her, probably two.
We should do more with her and other people.
We should.
So
maybe if you actually reach out to people.
If you have a channel and you like wrestling or anything else.
We tried this before and you remember what happened. I ain't gonna say no words, but I'm just saying. Anyway, 205 Live. That was your review. Be sure to, give us your thoughts and everything. Hit that subscribe button for us. Share the video with all your 205 Live WWE fans and stuff. Share it. If you got a group that you be in, put it in it. Put it in the group and be like, this review right here, it is Big Cass and it's 7 foot. Okay, I'm done. This 205 Live review. Casey, in the video, please. Please help me. Help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please.
I think I'm gonna keep it on for a little while. But yeah, we got some stuff coming up. We got the NXT. We might have a special video where we try to pronounce names and stuff. I was thinking about doing that, because what was that guy's name again?
We're talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, that guy, bro. Yeah, Antetokounmpo, the Chingno. Yeah, that guy, man.
Yeah, we also gonna be doing more discussion videos and all of that stuff. When we think about stuff to discuss, we might be talking about Jim Cornette again. Oh, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna real hurt. It's gonna
real hurt.
It's gonna be like when John Cena had the broken nose. It's gonna hurt like that. Probably did.
I mean, you talking about that time when he couldn't see knee, right?
Yeah. When he couldn't see knee, but the knee saw him. We gonna see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.